All right. So let's move on here and let's talk a little bit about the Big Five. There is one of these tonight here, so I want to talk about that. But good slate of games in the NFL. We wanted to go over that here. Big five biggest games on the NFL schedule that are not Ravens games. So we definitely wanted to go over that as well. So we wanted to go ahead and check that out. 5 games last week. Did I pull it up? Let me go ahead and pull up the Big Five here. So the 5 games last week on the Big Five as well. Packers were very decisive. Packers, I've been kind of saying all year long, they beat Seattle 30-13. I've been kind of saying the Packers are a good playoff team, but not a Super Bowl team. They look like a Super Bowl team. They have everything you need. I love their receivers, Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. The defense is getting better and better. They are running the ball. Jordan Love's throwing some picks, but they are figuring it out. The Eagles, I don't know why everybody hates Sirianni. I don't know why. He's got a good record, convincing win over the Squealers last week, 27-13. This is kind of what I think is going to happen to the Squealers going forward. They don't have offense enough dynamic. I think the Eagles have, the most talent in the league. Hurts, A.J. Brown, I don't know what's going on, but Saquon is in the MVP category. The offensive line is first rate. The young defensive players are coming along as well. Red flag on both the Bills and the Lions. Bills, I think the offense, is, if it's not the Ravens, it's the Bills, the best offense in the league. I think they are top shelf. Allen, I think, is absolutely worthy of MVP consideration as well. Goff is as well. Injuries are piling up for Detroit. Their defense has some issues. They've given up points now as well. Buffalo's defense has some issues. 40 points now, 2 weeks in a row here at the end of the season. So they got off to a decent enough start, but you're kind of like fading a little bit down the stretch here as well. So definitely a concern about that. Rams, I'm sorry, not that one. Oh, yeah. Broncos and the Colts. Colts, I think it's over. They're not going to the playoffs. I don't know if Richardson's the guy. I think they definitely made a mistake playing Flacco, putting Richardson back in and not leaving Flacco in. Broncos, I think, are a playoff team. They're solid. They're definitely well coached. They're not a lot of household names there, but they're definitely doing what they have to do to go ahead and get in. And I did not see the Bucs rolling the Chargers the way they did. That surprised me. That was so convincing that they rolled them up like that. All right, what's going on here in a few minutes? Broncos and the Chargers. So this is big here for playoff positioning and all that. Both of these teams, I think, are going to get in the playoffs. I don't think there's any question about it. I think the Broncos maybe have the best rookie quarterback all season, Bo Nix, Baby Breeze. He's playing it. I can see it every time I see him. I don't know if he'll ever be as good of a career as Drew Brees. Maybe that's overstating it, but it's not overstating it saying he has a good rookie year. Look, simplifying it. Now they're taking more chances. Now they're going downfield, running the ball. He's developing right before us as well. Chargers, I think, got rolled last week. I think they win this game. I just think they have a better team overall. They've had some injuries. I think McConkey didn't play, or I think maybe he got hurt. I think McConkey got injured. Yeah, McConkey may not play this week. injury status still up in the air, battling that shoulder. But I like the Chargers. I think the Chargers have a better team as well. Two outstanding coaching jobs here as well. Both of these teams, they're not going to win the division, obviously, but this is definitely big for positioning. Before the Ravens game, you'll see the Texans and the Chiefs in this one. Texans, I think they've kind of stumbled to the finish, in my opinion. I think CJ Stroud, I think, was kind of definitely has hit the sophomore slump a bit with him. He hasn't had like a 300-yard game since like September. Been a minute. 17 TDs, 9 interceptions, not bad. I think their defense has not been as good outside of Will Anderson as they had hoped as well. The Chiefs, Mahomes should play, I think. So I think like he wasn't on the injury report. He was practicing. Mahomes is a pretty tough guy. He's played through some tough injuries, so he should play in this one. Look, the record is what the record is. You could say whatever you want about what it looks like. They're going to be 13-1. They win this game, I think. So they are really rolling. However, they're getting it done. They're definitely good in these close games. This will be tight. I think this will be another tight Chiefs win. I think there'll be another tight Chiefs win. I think the Texans, are they ready to? You almost hate to keep saying it, but are they ready to win a game like this in Kansas City? You figure the Chiefs are due to lose one, but they keep pulling these games out close like that. The Vikings and the Seahawks. I think Sam Darnold has maybe played his way into an extension, even despite the fact that they have signed the name's escaping me. The Michigan, McCarthy, right? I'm sorry. So McCarthy, they went ahead and signed him. Sam Darnold, 29 touchdowns to 11 picks. He's been fantastic for them. I think the Vikings are the best team, maybe either that or Philly in the NFC. I really do. Seattle's been great lately. But the Vikings, they're another team. We keep talking about the Chiefs winning these close games. Vikings, too, have had a knack for it all season long. I don't think they win this one. I really like the Seahawks at home. That's kind of passe to some people think, well, you just pick. But they actually win a lot of these games at home. I like the Seahawks at home against the Vikings. Justin Jefferson, the season he's had it's been fantastic. I think he's been good every week, but I think they are kind of due to lose one. I think this might be a bit much going into Seattle and winning this one here as well. Big test for the Commanders. Commanders, I think, are going to get into the playoffs in the NFC. I think a lot of the playoff teams are set. I think we know. I think we got Tampa and Atlanta fighting for the playoff spot in the NFC, fighting for the division. What's the matter? You don't feel well? Go lay down. You got Tampa, and I'm sorry about that. So you got Tampa and Atlanta fighting for the playoff spot in the NFC. But you got the Eagles and the Commanders. And this one, the Commanders, I think, are in the playoffs. The Eagles, I think, are the best team in the NFC, if not the NFL so far. I don't think the Commanders have a shot at this one. I think the Eagles are really focused. They're really playing well. I think this is a historic run game we're seeing from the Eagles. Saquon's having an all-time year. Hurts has got, 12 touchdowns. Their offensive line is first rate. The Commanders, I think, have some pieces there, but they're not the same level as the Eagles. I think this is a little bit of a step up in class, even though it's at home. It's a division game. I don't think the Commanders get past them as well. So that is there. One more as well. Dolphins and the Niners here. And this one. I think it's kind of over for the Niners. I don't think they get into the playoffs. I'm not sure the Dolphins get in. I know for sure the loser doesn't get in. I don't think either one of these teams, if they lose, if they get in. I think I think there's a small shot for the Niners to get in. I do think they are going to be motivated and win this game as well. But I think this is an elimination for whoever loses. I like the Niners in this one to actually pull it out as well, despite all their injuries. There you go. All right. Big five. So the five. All right. So enjoy all the games with that. The five biggest games on the schedule that are